What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back to the RAD Toy Collector Show. It's good to have you with us. Good to see you again. So we're going to start out our toy unboxings with a very special unboxing. And when I tell you this is something that is pretty cool, if you're a fan of the Masters of the Universe series, you know that they're doing a lot of big things with that line currently. And one of the things they're doing is they're releasing a Turtles of Grayskull, which is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Masters of the Universe mashup line. And they're doing a Filmation line that's associated with the Origins line, which is larger thing that all this thing is spreading off of. And the Filmation line is dedicated to looking a lot like the actual cartoon as opposed to the concepts that were drawn in the 80s and we got as actual toys, which is awesome, right? Because a lot of the thing, growing up in the 80s, it was a little off. We didn't mind, we loved them, but we knew the difference, right? As we got older, we understood that they came from different sources, and there's great lore behind that. I encourage you to look that up on your own. But for today, we're actually going to be specifically discussing the Adam and Cringer 2-pack that they released for the Filmation line. That's going to be our first unboxing. When I tell you it's pretty incredible, it is pretty incredible. So for starters, we've never gotten a Cringer before, right? And this comes with a couple of heads, got appropriately silly, and it's more articulated than your normal Battle Cat, which typically only hits one or two poses, even in the Origins line, where they gave it more articulation than the, old school, multi-use cat that they had that only had the one, kung fu disco pose, you know what I'm saying? But this one here, the Cringer body is not only smaller than a normal Battle Cat, it's articulated so it can hit those scaredy cat poses that we expect out of Cringer, So we're going to take a look at the differences between this toy, the Origins typical Battle Cat, and just get a good look at why this is an amazing purchase and why you may consider getting one for yourself.
So, taking a look at the box art, the artist that's responsible for the art on the box is named Axel Jimenez. When you get a chance, you owe yourself a favor to go check him out. The guy's an amazing artist. Now, we're looking for a good way to open the box. We found some tape, and I'm telling you, I plan on returning it to the container. That's why I'm taking this extra level of care. Now, if you're a savage and you plan on just opening it up and just throwing the stuff away, you can ignore this. But me, I like the way this displays, so I'm going to return this back to the box after we open it for the video. There's so many in this line that I've got plenty open to display. This one I think just looks good right there in the container. So we've got a good point of entry. I'm trying not to destroy things, so we're going to be very careful. Those little corners will always tear if you're not careful. So we're going to use the X-Acto knife to kind of pop it up a little bit, and then we'll slowly pull the box open. Now, check that out. This is the reason why we're being careful. There's artwork on literally every piece of this box. So we're looking. There's no more tape. It looks free and clear. We're going to see if it's stuck anywhere, kind of just run it around the seam and make sure that we can get it loose. And we can. So let's pop that cardboard open. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, baby. Yeah, pop. See, there's that caveman right there. I almost yanked that shit open. Okay, now we're going to slowly pull this plastic out, give you a chance to take a look at that. And voila. We have Prince Adam free and clear of the box. Let's slowly slide that and get it out of the way so I don't ruin it in a fit of rage. Because these things are frustrating to get toys out of. And let me tell you something. If you're going to break a toy, specifically this line, it's going to be a joint. So you want to be making sure that you're cutting these little things, you see right there along the front of the sword, as often as you can before you start trying to take stuff out of the box. Let me give you a different angle here so you can see. Now I'm going to place this down, and I'm going to just do, like I said, cut away at the little bits of plastic here and there that are there that I can see. Now, I'm going to be 43 in December. My eyes are not great, so naturally I'm going to miss a couple of these little translucent bastards in the process of getting this going. So you'll see me kind of going over it a couple hundred times. If you don't have to do this much to get it open, congratulations. You're a wiener. No, I'm kidding. This is one of my favorite things about the line. This sword is excellent. Probably the best version of the He-Man sword. This is the Origins typical He-Man sword by comparison. It is smaller, and it looks like the vintage line. Now, this looks like the sword that was in the cartoon that I grew up with, which is one of the many exciting things about this vintage line that we have coming out. Nothing wrong with the Origins sword, but I like this one better. So let's slowly pull out what we can. We'll start with this extra head. Now, this is the articulated jaw head, which gives him talk. Oh, give me something to eat or I'll bite you, or whatever. I love the attention that they gave Cringer, man, because we never got a Cringer toy as a kid. Even Battle Cat with his head off still looked like he had an issue with anger. Now this guy, that's a great head too. It's a little too shaggy for me, but I like that because Adam was supposed to be a goof. He was aloof. He was a wayward prince. Didn't take his responsibilities very seriously, at least as far as King Randor was concerned. Now, look, I'm pushing on the back to get it out. Again, we're trying to avoid breaking anything as we're pulling it out. We're looking for seams, and there are indeed some in the back that we can cut away. Now, always cut the sharp edge away from the product so you don't accidentally cut it when you're pulling it around. I am going to try very hard not to cut myself in the finger because I'm an idiot. I suggest you do the same. Just be very careful. I like to use a semi-dull X-Acto knife. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but it does prevent a lot of things that may happen just on accident. We're going to slowly pop these things out of place now that they're all cut out. It should make it infinitely easier to get this toy out, you would think. But when you get yours, you'll see. And if you aren't almost pushed to violence trying not to break this thing, getting it out, then congratulations, you're a better person than me. We're going to take a better look at this dude's wide stance here in a minute, because one of the things that's incredible about this is the level of detail to like the texture, even on like the vest and the belt. It took a lot of time to make sure that this looked perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and try to get Cringer out. Now Cringer, despite being a little bit bigger, it was actually a little tougher to get out because one of his paws was really stuck in there. And then this whole time he's looking at me at this, with this face, is like, what do you want from me? I accidentally knocked his head off here, actually. So we're going to go ahead and pull that. And there's a ball joint that keeps the heads on, similar to the same ball joint for the heads on the action figures themselves. A similar process of changing them out to. Just be very, very careful. Some people like to soak the ball joints and the joints just so that they can move them around. If you find you have one of these that has a stiff like arm or elbow, sometimes soaking it first is an easier way to get it to move so you can get it working so you don't snap it right there in place. Okay, so we're going to get Cringer set up. Notice that he has the back joint there so he can do the more feline poses and toot that thing up. You know what I'm saying? Now, I mean, I don't know that that's what he's supposed to be doing, but it is what it is. When he's being submissive because he's scared, he kind of like hunkers down just like a scared cat does, and that's a pose you can never accomplish with the original Battle Cat. Now we're gonna take the goof face and we're gonna replace it with the hinged jaw so you can see the awesomeness of the fully articulated Cringer. The attention to detail on the Cringer, again, is just absolutely amazing. When you get one of these in hand, even the Battle Cat, the fur, there's just so much little details in these toys. You can tell they were made with a lot of love. So there he is, looking like somebody just told him that somebody ran over his dog, Now we're going to try to get Adam posed, and check that out. You see he's got that, the way that the hand for Adam is shaped, it's perfect for pointing, so he can do the point pose when he's turning Cringer into Battle Cat, or he can perfectly execute the standard I have the power pose for He-Man for the transformation. We're actually going to show you that here in a second because the toy matches up so well with the box art. It's worth looking at them side by side for comparison. Hey, Prince Adam, I heard your mother was so fat that when she had a threesome, the two guys never met. I don't know that that's something Cringer would say, but it seems like he's telling a joke just with that face. So check that out. Matched up with the box art, it even looks like the lightning bolts are coming out of the sword, man. That is too cool. And, when you get one of these for yourself, just take the time to notice the detail, not only on the product, not only on the toy, but on the box art, the flaps, all the things that go into the production of these toys. Whether you're getting the original Origins line, it looks like this dude just stepped on a Lego, or this guy, that's obviously very chill with his pointed eyebrows. I mean, they take the time so that, they're, different, similar characters because they're the same character, but they all have a different approach to, all different personality. And look, now he's a very chill bro. You know what I mean? You gotta love it. This is some of the best toy lines coming. I'm so grateful that I'm able to get them for myself. You should get some for yourself too.